All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here for round two of coverage here on Sportswire Radio. And to kick things off here for the second of our doubleheader coverage here is a man that certainly needs no introduction. Well, I won't give him the usual full introduction because we've got a lot to talk about here. And I have a feeling he may be solo right now, but he may not be solo much longer. I'm going to put this up so I can let him see that big video and that big championship screen for our audience here. And a man that has certainly been dominating. He has certainly been at the forefront right now in BTW. We're going to heat things up here further because we are less than 24 hours away from BTW Heat 9. We think about the summer. Summer is flying on through. We're almost at the halfway point of summer, and RTG Baby's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot on his mind here, especially when it comes to his Continental Championship. His career in that championship still on the line with some usual faces. They'll come on here, and who knows whatever else they'll have to say. We know RTG Baby's got a lot to say about his monster blackout going up against this guy who supposedly is a headline. But ask Jacob Wayne, ask Blackout, ask pretty much everybody else recently about this headline. And I think RTG Baby is going to certainly differ on that. We'll talk about maybe some tag team championship matches, maybe some TV title matches, and we'll certainly talk about the main event where I know RTG has famously labeled him Dumatos, but Dumatos, in his words, not mine, Comatose is saying he wants championship number 8. If you've seen the back and forth between Redhead and Comatose, I have no doubt it's going to certainly come to a head. Plus, we've got brother versus brother, and yeah, we got that. And how about this guy, Jacob Wayne, who wants to kill RJS? Boy, so much to talk about here, and there he is. The man, the myth, the legend, and usually I do the long intros, but it's the second one. It's actually my fourth show in 2 days, and it's a little late here, New York East Coast time, so I want to go straight right into it. Plus, I got a gift for you still, RTG, and we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, of course, the multi-time Hall of Famer. 3 times. He spelled it out for us just in case we didn't know, but yeah, we knew because I put him in my Hall of Fame technically twice, and he is the general manager of one of the premier companies right now in the backyard. He is the reigning, defending BTW Continental Champion of the world, Mr. RTG, baby. The champ is here, my friend. How are we doing in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you, the Northwest Society, and BTW most certainly helped build, Sportswire Radio?
Well, must feel good to have the man, the myth, the legend, the notorious RTG on. And I'm awesome, baby.
I just realized how you said notorious RTG almost made me think about, I guess since I couldn't get the notorious BIG, since he's been dead for 28 years, I guess the next best thing is to get on the notorious RTG. Maybe I'm going to go with that.
Go.
Every month we have you on here and the rest of the guys before the big show, and I think maybe that's what I'm going to go with going forward. So from now on, I'm calling you. That's right. There's no longer the notorious BIG. He's been gone for 28 and a half years nearly. Now I'm going to wind up calling you the notorious RTG. So, my friend, yeah, well, I hope that you'll continue your career. We'll see how much you like it. But again, we're defending this championship. You're defending it against familiar faces that have obviously been on this platform and have certainly been mainstays of late in BTW. You got El Basico. Obviously, that's a name we've certainly talked about, but 2 other names that we've seen here more than one occasion here on Sports Radio. Mikey D and Andre Xavier, Beast Mode himself from the BCF4. And tell us how you're going to be able to walk away with your championship and continue your career despite those 25% odds you only have of retaining your BTW Continental Championship.
All right. Well, the way I look at it is the BCF4, there's 2 of them in there, so you're giving them they got a 25% chance. But since they're always fighting each other, that's cut in half, and that other half comes to me. So they're 12 and a half. I'm getting 37 and a half. So now I'm up to 62 and a half, right? Now you throw El Basico in there, and he's kind of basic. So he really don't stand a chance because he'll probably get smashed between the BCF4 guys. So that 25% comes to me. Now I'm up to 82 3/4 or whatever it is. And so, That's RTG math for you, not Steiner math, by the way.
But I'll tell you, you said something interesting, and I want to go back to that because this has come up actually a couple of times on some of my recent shows when champions are in these matches where the odds aren't in their favor. And this has come up actually a lot recently, and I'm not quite sure. But why you actually say you have the advantage here? You have the numbers advantage mathematically because the BCF4 is going to cancel each other out, but yet you would think they would be on the same side. Wouldn't you think, champ, that they would want to align themselves to knock you off? And wouldn't it be best for the guys to walk away with a major singles championship? But yet, I'm curious as to why you say you have the numbers advantage and the BCF4, despite being, well, 2 out of 4, giving them 50% odds of knocking off you and taking your championship, that you actually have the advantage here in the math. Tell us more about that.
Well, two things. One, the BCF guys are at each other's throat. Yeah, I mean, if you've
We talked
watched
about that
every
here last
episode or
month.
so,
Yep, we talked about that here last month for sure.
yeah, they can't get along. I don't know why Steven Storm won't leave those clown shows, come over to the Northwest Society. Come on, Steven. Yeah, want to do it. You want to do it. And secondly, again, because I'm playing chess and these guys are playing checkers, I made an elimination match. So I don't got to worry about El Basico getting pinned by somebody else and me losing my title. They got to pin me to get my title. And frankly, none of them are good enough to do it.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting point that you made. Obviously, elimination match gives you a little bit of an advantage, but wouldn't you say, though, that are you concerned where you start in the match? In these elimination matches, we never know where anybody can start, but are you concerned who comes out first, who has to start first, who comes out last? Is that any shape or form of a concern?
No, because in this match, it's like a fatal four-way. We're all four going to be in the ring at the same time, so it's not like a gauntlet match or something like that. So I'm going to be out there if I want to roam around the outside while the three of them beat
So
each
you'll
other
stand
up.
out. Well, that goes back to my point. You'll stand outside the apron, hope that these guys will beat each other up. You talked about the issues with the BCF4, but conversely, this could also mean that maybe these guys all align to eliminate you. We've seen that before in Rumbles here in BTW, that the roster and the locker room have kind of come together to topple you. And I mean, that would certainly mean something for somebody to eliminate you right off the bat and end your in-ring career. I mean, that could certainly be still of concern. It must cross your mind. It has to.
I mean, if it was anybody else, yeah, but like I said in my like I've said, this when I announced this match, these are the jobbers of BTW. Okay, these are not quite the lowest. They're not the Pumpkinheads or the Wolverine brothers, but they're just a step above that. Okay, and between the three of them, they maybe have one brain cell.
Well,
So I'm not too worried about it.
fine. I'm not going to go out there and say who is what, and I'll let the chat decide that. But you said something interesting in that you basically kind of dismissed your opponents. Now, this comes up all the time. You've been certainly on quite a run. No question, Northwest Society has certainly been here at the forefront in BTW, but that this could motivate somebody. Mikey D's been on here a bunch of times. Andre Xavier has been added here to BTW this season, and guys like that, especially that have been here in this platform and have seen others, let's say in BTW, have more success than them, certainly even in their own group. That just may motivate them and maybe have that upset special, and then there goes your career.
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, broken clocks right twice a day. Every once in a while,
Well, you always
blind
say you're
mouse will
always
find some
playing
food.
chess, not listen. You always say you're playing chess, not checkers. But maybe this could be the moment where a Mikey D, an Andre Xavier, even an Obasico, maybe they could basically play chess rather than checkers, and take a page out of your playbook.
Again, anything's possible. And out of the three, if I had to fear one, it'd probably be Andre Xavier because
Yeah.
of his uh, beast mode modality. But I mean, we're looking at Chocotos here destroy Mikey D. That's not. That's. I mean, this one match where he doesn't choke, he beats Mikey D here, and that's not saying much. But I expect him to bring me a number one meal with a large Coke or Dr
Well,
Pepper.
he did reference the McDonald's. He did reference that on BTW TV, and this just might be motivating him. That's why, listen, we talked about this a couple of times here on Sportswire. This came up 2 weeks ago in your spot. We had on the HCW World Champion. We had on the Real Deal Eclipse, and he talked to me. He said, Tom, it's all about reverse psychology. We talked about that here. Then I had Friday night. We had reverse psychology come up again here with the women's champion and the WVWF Sick and Twisted Jade May. So, I mean, I see this more often than not on my platform about the idea of reverse psychology, and maybe this is just going to be the case here for Mikey D. And it's certainly even Andre Xavier, who you did point out, he might be the wild card. Maybe he's the wild card in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's the one I fear because if anything, I'm sure he could take out the other two. But I will just, I'll pick my spots, and if it comes up where I can take him out first, so much better.
Well, it's a big show for you, and obviously the Northwest Society. Certainly, your monster has a rematch with this guy, this headline apparently, and Blackout's already beat him once, and we'll see if he can do it again. You've also got, for your own sake, you've got some other matches that I know you're watching closely. RJS and Jacob Wayne. I mean, Jacob Wayne has talked about killing RJS, and we've got brother versus brother and younger brother versus younger brother and BES and Alex Ryder. We know that those two have been in action before, so there's a lot on the line. I have no doubt that you'll be watching all of it closely. And the BCF4 are also in action for those tag team championships. So certainly it's a big show here tomorrow night. That is 6 o'clock Eastern time. That is BTW's latest premium live event. It is called BTW Heat 9. You can go to the BTW YouTube page by hitting that notification to be there. And I expect to be back in the chat coming up very soon for BTW shows. And I hope it's this week, but certainly if not next week. And we're here with RTG. And, I know I could have you on here all night and address the whole card, the whole roster. I would love to do that. But I know that there's going to be people you're going to be standing across an apron from that want an opportunity at you and to say some words, to say a few direct words. But if you had an opportunity to, RTG, baby, certainly you were the GM, you were the man that has made all the right moves here in BTW, putting BTW at the forefront here in the backyard circuit. But you had final words for your opponents, whether it's El Basico, Andre Xavier, and even one Mikey D. What would they be?
It would be, I came to play. Time to get on your knees and pray that I don't kick your asses all over that ring, that I take mercy on the three of you. But that ain't going to happen. I'm going to pin one after the other, 1, 2, 3, all three of them, and still hold this belt and still.
Oh, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the premier
full-time wrestler in BTW.
I tell you what, you certainly have come out swinging. You never disappoint. You certainly say it once again. You're going to pin all these guys 1, 2, 3, or even only pin one of them. Who knows? Whatever you'll do it by any means necessary. You're always playing chess, not checkers. But there is apparently word that I have received, RTG, that there are opponents of yours that would like to come out and say a few words to you, and obviously maybe have a chat, maybe congratulate you, maybe thank you for all that you've done and keeping them in BTW and bringing them here into this company. I mean, I think that's the word that I've received. I've received that message in my ear from the crack staff here on Sportswire Radio. So if you would be okay with it, sir, could I bring on one, if not multiple, individuals that would maybe like to have a chat and maybe congratulate you on tomorrow's match you're going to have? Would that be okay with you, sir?
Yes, I would enjoy matching wits and brain cells with these two dimwits that I think
You're
are
going
going
to
to go
get it
down.
here right now in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, and we are joined by. Wait a minute, that's the beast mode himself, and oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, business has picked up. Mikey D and Andre Xavier, beast mode himself, the BCF4 is in the house. They have heard enough of what RTG has had to say about them. And fellas, always good to be with you here on Sportswire Radio. And you got the opportunity now, just less than 24 hours away from yet another big match that you guys have. And take it away.
Well, you guys got something to say? Say it. I
We're in
mean,
prime time. We're
Well,
late here anyway.
Mikey, you forgot the C in Mickey there, and
I'm not going to hit
tomorrow I
him with the
expect that.
McDonald's comments. He kind of addressed it on BTW TV, but I certainly want to hear from the guys about what they're going to say in their match coming up with URTG less than 24 hours from now.
Only I gotta say, you're gonna hear and new Continental Title Champion Mikey D.
Ooh, Mikey D coming out swinging. He's tired of the McDonald's comments. He's tired of being called a jobber. He's tired of it all. He's tired of the fighting in the BCF4. And Andre, I know you got to partially disagree with that Mikey D just said he's going to be a new BTW Continental Champion, because I know you would think that you're going to be a new BTW Continental Champion.
Well, you see, Tom, when it come down to matches like this, I kind of figure RTG had a trick up his sleeve. I couldn't
Yeah.
quite put my finger on it. The only
Mhm.
way he could beat me is if he puts me up against my own teammates. And this is why me and my own teammates don't see eye to eye because of RTG. But you see, when
That's
it
a good
comes to-
point. Yeah.
there is no BCF4. There's a Mikey D. There's a Andre Xavier.
Yeah. No, I
When it's time to
agree.
go to work, it's time for beast mode to come out. So I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. If I have to go through RTG, if I have to go through El Basico, if I have to go through Mikey D, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to get to the top to hold that.
But that, you know what? You just basically said what RTG is hoping for. He's hoping for that you and Mikey D, you just fight it out, and you guys are supposed to be on the same side, and that's exactly what RTG is hoping for.
Well, I'm hoping RTG actually comes to fight this time instead of waiting outside of the ring.
Or abusing his powers all the time.
Well, I mean, if
Is
it's
your
legal,
boy
what is it?
quiet?
If it's legal, I mean, he's gonna
Hey,
do what.
Mikey, you want a whab burger with those fries?
Ooh.
Here we go with the insults. Same old RTG.
But that could be.
See?
Listen, that could be exactly RTG. RTG knows. Listen, he knows his career is on the line, fellas. He knows that he's going to do anything in his power to get under your skin. Listen, we know what happened here last month. Steven Storm was here, and we saw the dissension. We saw what RTG was saying to Steven Storm, and we know what happened there. And I mean, this is exactly what RTG does. He talks about playing chess rather than checkers. And this is to divide and conquer. It's the old divide and conquer strategy.
So all I have to say, well, if I take it or if Andre takes it, no matter what, it's coming to the BCF4.
That's what I was saying. See, I was saying if you guys are really on the same page, you think about the fact that you got the numbers game. 50% chances of the BCF4 taking that Continental Championship and ending RTG's in-ring career. That's, to me, what would make the most sense. But RTG explained it to me, and this is something I've heard here on Sportswire Radio a few different times in the last few weeks. We get wrestlers from all over the place, and he said the same thing that some of those champions have said, like, look, my odds may be the lowest, but really when it comes down to is these guys, everybody else that's out there in the ring, and especially with you guys are going to fight it out. It's going to be divide and conquer. It's going to be where you guys aren't going to see things on the same page, and I'm going to be able to benefit from that, and I'm going to walk away with my championship. And he called you guys jobbers. I mean, listen, I don't know about that term. That's too derogative of a term. I have no idea. Everybody has jobs in life. We're all jobbers, really. But at the end of the day, he called you jobbers. I mean, that's got to be a comment to get right under your skin and try to take you guys off your game here less than 24 hours before the biggest match of your careers.
Jobbers, huh? Well, this jobber is gonna dog walk his ass.
Oh, that's what you said here last time on Sportswire.
I don't let the
Mikey
word
D, I live rent free in your head, mister.
I don't let the word jobber get through my skin because I let words like that fuel me. That opens up beast mode. That lets me know what I have to do to get the win. That lets me know what I have to do to get over that hurdle to be called the new Continental Champion. And he called me a jobber. Also called me. He said he fears me the most out of the three. So that should tell you something, Tom. That should let
Yeah,
you know.
you know what? And I think the same way. Listen, Andre, I think that you have the ability here to maybe walk away with this championship. I'm not saying that El Basico and Mikey D don't have that opportunity, but with your size, with what you've done in the ring, and RTG is not as familiar with you as he is El Basico or even Mikey D. And that might give him some matchup problems because eventually he may try that strategy that we've seen before. But at the end of the day, eventually he's going to get out there. You know, guys, are you concerned that maybe we'll see the monster come out there, Blackout, or any other tricks that RTG has up his sleeve? Is that concerning?
Monster and his Gabriel James. You understand? There's four of us. So if they want to do their tricks, we can do our tricks too.
But, Mad Jack, though, has got
Is
his
there
own
really four of you?
things. I mean, he's got his own problems with the man that I think is going to be here in a little bit. I'll leave that at that. And I mean, so you guys are all occupied, and RTG baby knows that.
Yeah, we're all
Mikey D.
we are
Mikey
all
D. Is there really four of you though? I mean, you guys are at each other's throats every freaking episode. Got Beast Mode over there putting each Steven Storm down or putting you down. You got Mad Jack that won't let any of you talk and belittles all of you. The three people in this match against me, the one brain cell seems to be in Andre Xavier's head. The other two, I don't even got to worry about. Um, so, like I said, I live rent free in your head, Mikey D or Mickey.
Mike 4. He says there's the BCF 4. I wouldn't call it the BCF 4 because every time we get into something, Jackson always tucks his tail and runs away and leaves us to do all the dirty work.
That is true. That is true.
Well, he's got a very big match in his own right that he's focused on. Andre, you are pulling double duty here coming up tomorrow night. Does that concern you in any way?
No, I don't think it does.
No?
No, I
Why
don't
do
think
you-
it does.
Usually it doesn't work out for the people pulling double duty unless your name's RTG.
Just so there's no shenanigans, I will make sure to be in his corner at Heat.
You see, Tom, these are the things that make great matches. These are the things that make BTW born to wrestle.
I agree with you on that. No, and I think that that's exactly a reason why you want to hit that sub button for BTW. That is exactly why you better be born to wrestle and support BTW because we are on that road to BTW Heat 9, and I think things are about to get even more interesting here because, Andre, I mentioned that tag team championship match. I mentioned that, and well, apparently I've received word that we're going to be joined right now by a man that has been here many times himself, Mr. Steven Storm. Steven Storm,
Man,
long time no see.
yep. Long time no see, man.
You
Yeah,
see,
how you
Tom?
been, Steven Storm? You must have heard a lot tonight so far.
I've heard a lot. I've been in a bit of a bad mood
Yeah.
as of late. I've been in a bad mood since the last freaking pay-per-view.
I know.
Why would that be?
Like, a whole bunch of crap has been going on, and I'm trying to stay focused on this tag match right now. Because, again, I'm teaming with Andre here.
Yes,
But
sir.
last time, I teamed with Andre and Mikey was ringside. I was doing basically all the work in that freaking match. Okay? And I'm just saying this, Andre, you better pick up your goddamn weight in this goddamn match, man.
Ooh.
See what I'm talking about, Tom?
Mm.
The
But
dissension
aside
in
from
the
that,
group.
He did all the work, but
Steven, come to the Northwest Society, my friend.
he
but
did all
aside
the
from
work.
that,
Still
aside from
lost
that,
the little bit of help. Even still took the. So whose fault is that? Mine. I
dude,
carry mine.
you had multiple opportunities to come in and help.
The person that because he did help.
Dude, really, look at them. That was only like one part in the match.
Oh, we just put it up coincidentally. We just put it up here on the screen, boy. And no, Andre didn't tell us to do that. Just kind of that's how the magic buttons here happen on sports. But no, there is a point to be made. And somebody has me on echo. We're gonna have to mute somebody. I have a feeling it's Steven Storms. I'm gonna mute you here because you always have problems here. Let's see if it's any better now. That's better. Much better. No, it's not better. So I got somebody here that's got me echoing. Let me go like this. Let's see. Let's go like this. I have a feeling it's somebody. Okay, how about now? Much better. Okay, so I have to mute all my BCF4 members. Coincidentally, I have to mute them all because they're all echoing on me. But I'll bring you back onto. I know you always have problems here, Stephen Storm, when we come onto Sportswire, and I feel bad for you. Maybe RTG has something to do with it. No, I don't think so. I think it's just that technology. But there is a point. It is a big show once again here for the BCF4. We know you guys have continental title matches. We've got tag title matches, and on top of that, we know what's going to happen in that war for the television championship in a BCF rules match, Mad Jack and Swift. And I'll take you guys off mute, and I'll let you guys answer this question before I get to my next guest that may have a thing or two to say about some of this. But do you guys feel like coming up tomorrow afternoon here, is this a make or break show for the BCF4? And I'll give everybody a chance to answer that here right now, and I'll take you all off mute.
Mikey.
Well, if Magic can retain his title, Steve and Andre can get the tag titles or whatever, and I can get the continental title. We'll have all the titles. Basically, almost have all the titles.
I just got a chance to win that, though.
Well,
Andre?
Don't worry. You might have different. Come tomorrow and win back the tag or that. Okay.
oh my God. Well, the thing is that Mad Jack has been doing all this running ever since we freaking made this challenge to Glory and the Beast, and ever since before then. So he's basically like most rested out of all of us. So he better get this goddamn win against Swift. Because
Wrong word there.
if he doesn't, I got some things to say to him back at BCF. All right.
Guys, you hear that? Steven Storm has some strong words for Mad Jack, and he's upset still.
I think we're all got some strong words from Mad Jack. If he, yeah. So.
But really, I gotta take you all on mute here because I gotta go with this here. Listen, yeah. Conversely, you made a good point, and that sure, Mad Jack retains the TV title. One of you wins the Continental title, and you take home those tag team championships from Glory and the Beast. But what if you guys come up short in everything and you walk away empty-handed? We know last year you guys were thrown out of BTW, and I mean, who's to say if that doesn't happen again? But at the very least, What's the point of the BCF4 if you guys, for whatever reason, don't win a single match and walk away empty-handed? And I'll take you guys all off mute, and I'll give you that opportunity to answer that question possibly.
Mikey,
Do you want to speak?
Do I want to speak? I feel that won't happen because I feel like the BCF4 is the most dominant faction in BTW.
Oh, Tom, I didn't know you were bringing comedians on tonight.
well, I
Well,
mean,
you know what? We're really, I really have to say we have to fix this for the next show because I can't put up with the echoing here. This is fourth grade echoing. I love you guys, but we got to fix it. I got to put you all on mute one by one.
Because my Wi-Fi is off, so that's when I'm on my data, so that's why.
Yeah, well, you got to fix it, please. I mean, didn't they re-sign you to a big deal in BTW? But you want to say something, Steven Storm?
Thing is, if we don't win, then I have dealt with a whole bunch of crap in my career, and we have dealt with this type of situation before. Last season, all of us lost our titles. And here's the thing. We came back stronger. And that's what we got to do. We got to actually regroup and try to put in the work to come back.
Well, you may be the hardcore assassin, but we'll have to see what you do here. You know what, though? You guys may have said a lot, but this is going to get even more interesting because, well, I know some of you are in a tag team championship match, but guess who's here to talk about what's ahead? It's those tag team champions, Glory and the Beast, the Sunsetter himself, who's got his own double duty, and you know he's got something to say, and I'll give RJS that opportunity here right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, RJS is here. And yes, Tom, I am pulling double duty at Heat. And I do face Andre and Steven in one of the matches. The tag, to be exact. Now, Steven and Andre, I got nothing to say to you other than the fact that we both can agree on this, that whatever happens at Heat in this tag team championship match, whatever happens, whatever this is between Glory and the Beast and the BCF4, it all ends at Heat tomorrow night. It all ends there. If you fail, we're done with. If we fail, you're done with us.
You guys have a response?
You're done with us.
What he's saying is, after this is all said and done, we're done. Okay? It's time to move on. I'm looking to move on because I basically got some people I actually have some unfinished business with in BCW. So I'm looking to move on from this. I don't know about Andre or Mikey. Like, you guys, I know you guys want to move on as well.
I can barely hear you, Steve Storm, and I really hope that you can please move on and get better in Wi-Fi for the next show. I really can't hear you. I gotta mute you. I gotta mute everybody one by one and see who's my issue with. Let's see now who we better with. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get this right. I'm gonna go one by one with the BCF4. Let me pull an eeny, miny, miny, mo. Andre Xavier. I'm gonna see if I can get this right. I'm gonna go one by one with the BCF. You got the floor. Pull an eeny, miny, miny, mo. Andre Xavier.
I'm still here.
Okay, would you like to respond to what RJS had to say about basically this group?
The first match we had with Glory and the Beast, it was a.
We beat you guys. Did you forget? Well, number one.
It was a good match.
Beat
I must say,
guys.
it was a good match.
Yeah.
They beat us. It was a good match. We put on a banger. This time around, it won't be the same thing.
Okay, well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Mikey D.
I don't have much to say, but just know I will be in their corner tomorrow night.
Well, we're gonna
Oh,
find that out.
well,
We're
okay.
gonna find that out, and I'm gonna get to the chat, and I want to give BTW something. I want to say hello to some people and bring somebody on that I'm sure RTG is very familiar with, and we'll go with that, and we'll say hello to Remy Roberts, and yeah, congratulations, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Also here coming up, yes, hello to Zilla. Zilla's always in the BTW chats, and hello there. Our friends that were here not too long ago, Mr. Dalton Skull and the BYCW crew, and they give the eyeballs out. And I agree with them. BTW is definitely a great company, and BYCW and BCW are alongside ROBW, my favorite backyard companies in the backyard. And we love them very much. And my underground companies are great too. But for the backyard, BTW, BYCW, ROBW. And I think Mad Jack's got Swift. And RJS, I am sure you know what we've seen with Swift and Mad Jack, that even though this might be a BCF rules match, it sounds like what I've heard tonight from the BCF4 that maybe they could be no longer, it sounds like, especially if Mad Jack loses in his own match.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I see Swift winning for sure. For sure.
Yeah, especially if
I agree.
well, we'll find out. Yes,
The
BCF.
original beast mode.
Well, we'll have to find out. Hopefully, we get some beast mode Wi-Fi connection with some people here on this stream tonight. But yeah, no, we got to fix it. Hit the sub button for BTW. Please hit that sub button for BTW. And my buddy Ox McCoy is here. Ox wanted to say hello. Thank you, Ox. Ox was in my stream earlier with the guys from NEW, and he's here now for a few minutes, and we appreciate that. Hello to Ox, and hello. I think I know who this guy's waiting for. We're going to bring him on in a minute. I know he's waiting for. He's going to have, I'm sure, a few things to say to you, RTG, baby, but the owner of TPW, yeah, he's going to be coming on in a minute. I think we know where this is going. Hello to RJS, and yes, I appreciate that. Glad to see Rocky.
What's up, Zilla?
And hello to Zilla. Love Zilla. Zilla is always in my streams. And want to say hello to Athena, my friend. I haven't seen her in weeks. So I'm glad to see people I haven't seen in my streams in a long time. So that's always a good thing. But, before I bring on that person, well, I got a little more time with you guys. Let me give you guys something, because since we are on that road to BTW Heat 9, I know we do this all the time. I don't know how much more it's going to mean to you, but I'm going to pack the heat because it is BTW Day here coming up in a matter of 10 minutes. So congratulations. I know we've done this dance before, but I figured why not? Why not make a difference? Why? Because instead of appreciation, I've changed the language to achievement, because I've seen that people give these out and it's usually achievements. So I've given you guys an achievement that coming up here Eastern time, 10 minutes from now, it'll be BTW Day on that road to BTW Heat 9. We've got 7 great matches. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 action-packed matches. That's why BTW is one of the premier companies, not just in the backyard, but of all of wrestling. And that's why you need to hit that sub button for me. And it is BTW Day. And congratulations. And we won't hold it against some of you guys with the Wi-Fi issues, but it is BTW Day. And congratulations, guys, and we'll give you the physical copy. But, RTG, you want to say anything in light to who I think who is coming on here to give his 2 cents, because he's been awfully quiet here backstage. You want to say anything here?
Well, I mean, we all know that it's going to be Chocotos that's coming on. Now,
Well, it's
I'm
comatose.
dropping the.
Close enough.
No, it's Chocotos, because anytime he's in a big match, championship match, he chokes. Unless it's against like a BCF4 guy.
You know what, guys? I
then he
didn't
wins
hear
that.
that. Guys, I didn't hear that one at all.
The other one that it possibly could be, even though I know it's Chocotos, would be the calls himself the Trailblazer and all this other stuff. He's really the Choke Blazer.
Well,
and,
I mean,
blase,
well,
because he chokes in every big match he's been in BTW. except for like the first two he was in. He won a couple big ones, but when it's mattered, he's lost, and he'll lose again to my Munster Blackout. Right, Ron?
Well, it's
Blase.
funny you talked about. You know what? That's an interesting segue because you mentioned him, and if he's not here tonight, which it looks like to me, since we're here late in the East Coast, you're gonna get him RTG baby Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I have a feeling he's gonna be talking about his match with Blackout, where your monsters want to know against him, and we know what Jacob Wayne did to him, and we know what Swift did to him, and yeah. It is definitely not a trailblazing run of late for Aaron Blaze, and he'll talk about that Thursday night on Sportswire Radio. If we don't see him here tonight, he'll be here at 9:30, and I'm sure he's going to address a
Well,
lot of
I
what
mean,
happened.
you're kind of jumping ahead there. I mean, he's scheduled for Thursday night. He may not make it to Thursday night.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, so maybe we should reschedule and bring on somebody else that has been controversial. But that's
Well, you
Friday's
better
show. We won't
better have
mention.
somebody. Yeah, you better just have somebody in the
Maybe
wings
we'll
for
have to
that
just maybe we'll
9:30
just have to
show.
bring all of you on instead. Maybe we'll just do that and bring all of you guys on, and maybe if this could be the self-destruction of the BCF4 episode on Thursday that they famously had once on WWE TV when they used to do confidentials. The self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior and WCW. Maybe we'll do that, but no, we're not doing that. Aaron Blaze will be here, whatever's left of him. But it is time to bring this man on because he's had enough. He wants to talk about, I'm sure, many things, and that is none other than the man that wants to be the GOAT of BYW, and he wants to be an 8-time world champion. Comatose is here, and there he is, and he's got even more gold ahead. And my friend, I'm sure you have plenty to say here right now.
Oh, I always have a lot to say, as we all know and as we all can see.
Yes, sir.
Mr. RTG, I'm looking forward to see you.
Chocotos.
I'm looking forward to seeing you defend that title physically in this match coming up. I really am, because we know how much of a gladiator you are. In coming heats, we are going to see the true gladiator that is RTG use backstage politics in a sharp sword fashion to stab through a whole bunch of bullshit and make a whole bunch of bullshit pop up on your screen. It's gonna be one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen, but that is not why we are here. We are here to actually talk about the fact that you keep calling me Chocotos.
Yeah. Prove me wrong.
Let's rewind history a little bit. Let's go back to BTW Mania. Your monster, Blackout. You see, what you don't quite understand is that he was going to lose either way. It was either going to be me pinning him or Redhead pinning him. And that's just a
Did you
fact of
win?
life. No, I did not win, but you want to know who else
Because he
didn't win?
choked.
But you want to know who else didn't win? Blackout. And I don't ever hear Mr. RTG say a whole lot when it comes to these failures, He's radio silent when it comes to people failing inside the Northwest Society. I mean, he does like to boost them up before the match and make it seem like that they're going to win, but as soon as they lose, there's not a damn word coming out of your mouth, isn't there, bud? There isn't anything at all. But
I
guess
think
what,
he's
buddy?
scared to lose members.
That's because you and Redhead, both hit my Munster with the finisher. He got knocked out of the ring, and there was no time for him to get back in before your little punk ass got put down by Redhead. So,
RTG.
why am I gonna be getting down
RTG.
on him?
We both
Chocotos.
know. Me and Comatose both know that you're just saying that.
RJS, why am I hearing you? You've never even beat Blackout. You're his
We
little
know your
bitch.
record against Blackout for sure.
You just
But-
don't want to lose members. You're
only-
being soft on your.
The only other person close to you in that would be Chocotos over there.
RTG, I find it funny how you will throw all of these insults around, but the last time me and you had a conversation on here on Sportswire, you were pretty friendly when it came to you offering me a position in your little faction. Now, you see, ladies and gentlemen, before here, we see it like a cinema. We see it like a movie. It's playing out before you like a rollout to an album. RTG is the snake in the grass. He is the apple that God told Adam and Eve not to eat, and they ended up eating it. And what happened? What happened? They got an unfathomable amount of knowledge. They got an unfathomable amount of power. But as soon as they disobeyed old Daddy RTG, guess what happened? They got banished to the Shadow Realm and no one ever heard about them again. They became obsolete. Can you please tell us what is going on with Blackout's little brother right now?
Who?
Oh, that's what I thought. I didn't think you could. Now, can you please say
He's
one nice thing?
non-existent.
Can you please say one nice thing about Swift, since he helped you so much in the past get so much victory?
Yeah. If it wasn't for him last year, I wouldn't have a company. My 2 deadbeat kids got beat by the BCF chumps.
We're not endorsing
Swift
that.
came
that
through
comment.
and
Throw that out there.
won it for me. So, yeah, I have nice things to say about Swift, even though he's not in Northwest Society material anymore because he lost to Jack Delta. But, hey.
Who again?
Jack Delta.
But you said, RTG, interesting that you just said those things the way you said about Swift, because that almost is kind of what your strategy was last time you were on here with one Steven Storm. This whole, I don't want to say divide and conquer, because you're obviously rooting for Swift and RJS, obviously against the BCF4, because it seems to me that you really want to see the BCF4 self-destruct. But interesting that you have the divide and conquer reverse psychology strategy.
Well, Swift and RJS, Glory and the Beast, are original BTW guys. And I would like to see every BTW guy hold one of our BTW belts.
But and that means you certainly don't want Comatose to hold that BTW championship, because
obviously, because he ain't gonna do it anyway.
Comatose, I'm sure you've been following. He wants to be an 8-time world champion. Comatose has said he wants to be the greatest of all time in the backyard wrestling circuit. You mentioned that guy, Jack Delta, and a lot of people talk about him. RJS is here. We know the wars that Comatose and RJS has had. I'm not even going to mention that guy who's going to be here Thursday, because obviously you want to talk about Comatose, Chocotos. I mean, that guy's obviously, I'm going to leave that at that. We'll let the public, the court of public opinion, decide on that. He's still got a showdown with Blackout here coming up tomorrow night. But recently, his track record in BTW has been what it is. But there is certainly what it seems to me from what you're saying is that the BCF4 could be in trouble. What happens if Comatose doesn't win tomorrow? What if Comatose doesn't win the big one and doesn't get that 8th championship? What do you think happens?
Well, if you ask him, I'll have to win it, or I'll be there and I'll get it the next time. I get a chance at it. But he's already had chances and he doesn't come through. That's why he's Chocotos
So are
now.
you saying then if he doesn't win tomorrow that he's a guy that can't win the big one? I mean, is that
Well,
what
I'm
you're
saying? He's a guy who can't win the big one right now. To get to the 8, you got to be at one-time BTW World Heavyweight Champion.
And
He can't even pull that off.
And to be fair,
How many shots has he had? What is this, his second or third shot this season?
Second in a few months. I mean, he's
this
had
season. I mean, and then last year, didn't he? I'm old and can't remember, but didn't he get a shot last season?
But the point is, in recent memory, this would be his second shot. Obviously, first shot. Listen, things happen. We see this all the time, but you're basically telling us that it's a must-win for these outsiders in BTW. Listen, you can call your son a deadbeat, but your son's got he's got gold. Your son's obviously established. You can say what you want. You can say nice things for now about Swift. He's established. You can talk about, obviously, your other son, BES, and he's up against, by the way, Comatose' brother. I'm sure Comatose has a thing or two to say on that. But what it seems to me is right now, the guys that have been here in BTW, whether it's Blackout in the past, whether it's RJS, whether it's Swift, whether it's BES, I mean, even this guy, Jacob Wayne, who's been here before, these guys are all have been established. But it's the outsiders right now, the Steven Storms, the Mikey D's, the Andre Xaviers, Comatoses, and maybe even Mad Jack. They've got a lot on the line here. Is this a make or break show even for the outsiders? I asked that question earlier, and I'm going to frame it for all the non-BTW guys, Aaron Blaze included. This guy, Aaron Blaze, I mean, supposed to be the headline. You call him here, that, and a lot of people call him this big draw, and if you can't win the big one, are you a draw? So I ask you, RTG, for all these guys outside of BTW, is this make or break tomorrow?
Obviously, if they can get the win, it'll make their careers. I mean, if the BCF guys can beat Glory and the Beast and become tag team champions again, that'll put some glory to them until Northwest Society comes along and takes the titles off them. Comatose can win. He gets the, yay, I'm the 8-time Backyard World Heavyweight Champion. That ain't going to happen. But that, again, if he can win that title tomorrow, then that shoots him up into the stratosphere because he's the champion, world heavyweight champion of the best company in the backyard. But again, that's not going to happen.
Crowning achievement. Yeah, this is a crowning achievement. So, Comatose, you heard my question. You heard what RTG had to say. What's your thoughts on all this?
It is a lot of pressure to be in the main event, quite a lot, especially as RTG said, it is the best backyard wrestling company in the yard. No others compare. Wink, wink. But, alas, a smart man never goes into a situation without a backup plan, because I do realize that my time is running up with being able to challenge for the heavyweight championship this season. But that doesn't matter, because everyone here knows me. Everyone here knows the track history of Comatose. You see, just to remind your old ass, RTG, I had one title defense last year for the heavyweight championship. And yes, I did lose via interference from the man right below me. No offense to RJS. We had a heated rivalry at the moment, and I completely understand. Sure. I did the same thing. But it doesn't really matter, because you fail to continue to acknowledge the fact that your monster got taken out by my one-winged angel at BTW Mania, and if Redhead did not come at the right time, it could have been me holding that championship. It could have been.
Woulda, but that's my bad. It was my mistake. I evidently played checkers that day, putting my monster in a three-way. That was a big mistake on my part, because if it would have been a one-on-one, he would have tore you limb. He would have kicked out of your one angel.
Well, luck runs out. I'm going to try this one more time, because I see Mikey D and Andre Xavier, and I'm really still hearing this echo. So we got to fix this for next month's show. So I'm going to take
guys, Mikey D.
Yeah, well,
can I just say this real quick? It would probably help if we don't watch the stream while we're on.
Yeah, well, it's something. There's something going on there. Let's see. Yeah, we're still having an echo.
You can check the comments in this thing, anyways. So you don't need to watch video.
Yeah, listen, we'll get a clip on Instagram later. I'm gonna try this one more time. Mikey D, would you like to stay?
Honestly, I don't know what to say. My phone kept cutting in and out, so I kind of missed
All
majority
right,
of
so
what you guys were
all right,
saying.
so let's go with this. Do you have any final words before tomorrow? Whether it's the tag match, the Continental match, Mad Jack match, anything you want to say for final words?
Final words is that, like I said, RJS, my boys are gonna take that gold. Mad Jack's gonna get his gold or whatever, and I'm gonna get my gold. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Mikey. I got one thing to say to you. Since you're
What's
joining
that?
them inside, I want two spicy McChickens, and I want some large fries, and I
I
want
want to. I want to before our match. I want a large number one. No onions. Dr. Pepper.
Use one right after
Dr.
this. I'll
Pepper.
tell you what. But, we'll have to see. But Mikey, use that as motivation for tomorrow. Let's please get better Wi-Fi. We'll figure this. We'll figure this out for next month.
If you don't bring it, there will be consequences.
Well, I'm gonna leave that at that. That's all RTG, baby. His words. Thank you, Mikey, and we'll see you. We're gonna put you on mute for the rest of the show. I'm gonna go with Andre. You have any final words?
Oh yeah, I do. I just want to say, RTG, come ready, come strapped up with your boots. RJS, come ready to put on another banger. Let's give the crowd what they want to see. Let's show them why we're born to wrestle.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's why he's got the one brain cell out of the group.
Well, you know what? He's got the best Wi-Fi connection, and maybe that'll help him going into. We'll see here. He's got double duty. Will he pull? Listen, he could be Andre Two Belts. That would be beast mode. I tell you what, Andre's got that possibility. Listen, you never know. Listen, you never know out there. You just never know. And this could maybe he's right. Maybe RTG's been right on him. We'll have to find out. I'm very excited about the future regardless. And Steven Storm, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say any final words, anything else you want, and who knows whatever else is on your mind. I pass the floor to you.
All right. Well, first off, my Wi-Fi is actually back now. Just
Good.
found
You
out
sound
from my
better.
little
You sound
brother.
really better. Yeah.
Just found out from my little brother. He chose the right time to actually tell me. But here's the thing. Me and Andre, we are going to take those titles. It's going to be a very different result this time around. All right? Because I'm done being somebody else's punk. I'm done with that. All right? And I'm not going to because I still owe Switch for that slap he gave me a couple weeks ago. I owe him for that. And then after it's all said and done, me and Andre, we are going to take those tag titles. And it doesn't matter if it's just still me and Andre as the combination or if there's any other combination of the BCF4. We are going to hold those titles for a long time. Okay? And then while we're doing that, I'm going to take care of business that I have. Okay? Because I am on a new mission this whole season. I've been on one. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm done talking. It's time for some damn action.
You know what? And that action, that time for some action is coming up here less than 24 hours. As a matter of fact, it's about 18 hours from now, less than 18 hours from now. And Steven Storm has been one of these guys knocking on the door in BTW. He's been knocking on the door time after time. He hasn't been able to get through. Maybe, just maybe, he gets through that door, but he's got a big challenge coming up here with Glory and Beast, and we'll have to find out. RJS, we're going to give you some final words, and especially Jacob Wayne. Simply, Jacob Wayne has had plenty to say about you, and I think, I know as a matter of fact, not that I think, I know you're going to be here in BTW no matter what, despite what Jacob Wayne may say, and you've got those tag team championships you want to deny the BCF4 of capturing, and I'm going to give you some final words.
Well, going into Heat, I was already obliged to face the BCF4 for the tag titles. Now, Jacob Wayne wants to run his mouth. He wants to say that he wants to kill me. He wants to injure me. No, because I said it before on the Go Home show. that he's going to have to kill me. He's going to have to do anything in his power to make me stop breathing to win this match. Because other than that, I don't see him beating me.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a very anticipated match. We saw what Jacob Wayne did to Aaron Blaze. We see what Jacob Wayne wants to do now to you, and we'll see if it's mission accomplished. But I tell you what, I am very excited what happens here coming up with Glory and Beast defending those tag team championships. We know Swift and Mad Jack. We've seen what those two have done. They've been at head and locked in, and almost that it's been heads are going to roll. Undoubtedly, when that match happens, and certainly Glory and Beast against the BCF4 plus RJS is going to be in action against Jacob Wayne. And oh, by the way, how about as a bonus, we're going to wind up seeing BES versus Alex Ryder, younger brother versus younger brother. And that's going to certainly be another one there that you're going to most certainly want to take a look at. I'll go to Comatose last for you, RTG, baby. I'm going to give you some final words because I know you got plenty to say, and I pass the baton to you.
I just got to say, everybody, tune in tomorrow because it's going to be banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. 7 after bangers, baby. It don't get better than that. And when it's all said and done, BTW Originals will be holding all the belts. And meaning Chocotos, you're going to lose to Redhead. You're going to eat the red revolver again. And I'm going to beat my 3 opponents. I'll be nice and not make fun of them too much, I guess. But no, seriously, I put myself in a banger of a match, and I will come out on top. Aaron Blase, the Munster Blackout, is looking forward to tearing you apart once again. You said you were lucky that he won when it was for his championship. You've done pissed him off, mister, and it's going to be over for you. BES versus Alex Ryder. BES is going to ride him like a horse, baby. He's going to beat him down.
Well,
He's going to get his revenge for losing earlier this season to Mr. Alex Ryder. And if you count the Rumble when BS threw him out, he'll be up 2-1 in their little series. Mad Jack versus Swift. Mad Jack in a BCF rules match. That's your mistake, Mad Jack. You're putting, no rules in a match going against the Beast. That's what I'm talking about. You guys playing checkers. A chess move would have been a regular match or something to take the Beast out of his game. But no, you're putting him in a no anything goes match. Anything will go when that television title goes over to Swift. Tag team championship match. Andre Xavier, that's your mistake. One of your mistakes, pulling double duty. Also, that could prove bad for Swift and RJS too, though, because they are pulling double duty also. But Swift is such a beast that he'll tear up Mad Jack. And Andre, your beast mode will be least mode tomorrow when I put you down. Steven, come join the Northwest Society. It's still out there. The invitation's out there. You want to hold gold. You want to hold the big time gold. Come join the society. RJS versus Jacob. I don't know who I am this week, Wayne. Is it going to be Batman? Is it going to be Ezekiel? Is it going to be Elias? Who knows who it's going to be? But I foresee RJS coming out on top in that one just because I got to go with the BTW original. Not the guy who comes in every once in a while, but the original. Don't let me down. And see, did I miss any matches? Did I miss it covering any matches?
No, I
probably did because I'm old.
Well, you know what? I'm going to certainly leave the old jokes for a moment. but I do know who this person is, and I think some people should know who he is in the backyard because that is one Riley Bates, and I'm not sure about. I'm not going to get into Epstein. I'll leave that for the political talk, but I'll certainly say thank you very much for joining in. But I'm sure Comatose would like to say a few things about some of those things that RTG Baby had to say. And I'm going to let you riff, and maybe you'll riff about other things and who knows whatever else. And the floor is yours, Comatose. We'll see if you become the GOAT of BYW and win number 8 when it comes to world championships. And you got the last word here tonight.
Awesome. Grandpa, I just wanted to say thank you for story time. But anyways,
Welcome,
now
son.
now on to real entertainment. I am definitely looking forward to having the pleasure of beating Redhead again 1-on-1. Let me remind everyone what happened last year with me and Redhead. I beat him in 9 minutes. So I can guarantee if me and Redhead are going to go against each other 1-on-1 again, it's going to end up pretty much the same. He did get lucky. He took a lucky shot, hit me right on the temple of my dome piece with his red revolver as I'm coming up from a one-winged angel against your blackout monster. But it's not going to be the same here in the main event. I will become a triple champion once again, in your face, RTG. And you're going to have to live with that. And I know it's gonna really suck, and I know it's gonna really start making all those, old mental things that are going on up there start really setting in, and you're really gonna start going crazy and start barking at people in your front lawn. But as of right now, it is just a fact that you have to accept. Comatose is going to become a triple champion, and if not, there is a plan. Oh, trust me, there's a plan.
Man.
Because there has been a certain character that has ran his mouth for far too long. And I will keep it at that. We all know we're gonna start a revolution with this one, boys. It's going to be revolutionary. But we'll find out, because one way or another, even if I do beat Redhead, it's gonna be the same mission.
Well, you know what? I like to certainly see missions, and certainly it doesn't sound like a Mission Impossible task. And if you are out there, and I see different people, hit the sub button for BTW. It's BTW Day here on Sportswire Radio, and please support BTW. And Comatose does make the point that he's a double champion because he's a promo champion now. He's an IGPW, and he's done that. And if you're watching some of his promos, you can do that on his Instagram page or my page. So please go out there and support both. And also, if you are out there, you'd like to hit the sub button for us on Sports by Radio, because maybe you're seeing this for the first time, because I have no doubt that people are seeing it here for the first time. And also, if you'd like to hit the sub button for us on my old YouTube channel where we're live, you can do that here. And speaking of some people that would like to say hello, I know this guy. He's the DBW champion. His name is Mr. Brandon Castelli, and he definitely rocks hard. And he's keeping his eyes open, and maybe he travels west. I don't know. Everybody seems to want to travel different places. I mean, maybe Brandon travels west. I mean, maybe he'd have more luck than some guy that you referred to plenty, RTG, and didn't call him a headliner or a trailblazer. And hello to Riley, and I just messaged you on Instagram, so thank you for tuning in. And hello here to Blair, and hit the sub button for all of us. And BTW, by the way, please sub to BTW. And their show is at 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to try to make it in the chat, because I look forward to the card, and it's been a minute, and I got some time, so we'll keep it at that. Fellas, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the show. And as a reminder, this guy, Aaron Blaze, is here Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So you say, RTG, if he doesn't make it, we'll have all of you back on here instead, because you're saying, RTG, that he's not going to make it, Aaron Blaze. So if you're saying that he's not going to make it, we've got a backup plan, and I'm sure that that'll be a memorable one. And until then, fellas, good luck out there in the ring, thank you so much. We'll fix, I'm sure, some of these technical difficulties we had throughout the stream. And we'll do this again in 4 weeks. So I look forward to it, fellas. So good luck. And thank you for joining us tonight.
All right. Well, thank you for having us.
And
absolutely.
I think there's somebody out there that seems to agree with you, RTG baby, that called that guy a poser. Called him a poser. That's some strong words there.
Riley
know?
Bates, man, just stay tuned, brother. I'm holding back a lot.
Well, you know what? Listen, Comatose, if this guy Blaze, if he's here Thursday, if you don't mind me saying it, I'm sure that maybe you'll tune in and maybe you should introduce yourself to that guy if he shows up, because RTG is saying I know he's getting old, he's getting tired. That I can see it. It's okay, but that if he doesn't, if he does show up, maybe Comatose, you need to introduce yourself to him. But we'll have to see.
I mean, if he does show up, he's probably going to be in a body cast, so I don't know where anything's going to go.
I've actually had one guest do that, and Riley knows who he is, the psychotic freak. He showed up with a neck brace on here, so I would hope that doesn't happen. I also had another guy, Godric Sandwell, do that, so let's hope that doesn't happen. But we'll see if he shows up. Watch the card tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you so much, everybody, here for tuning in. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all music and wrestling matters. Hit the sub button for us at Sportswire Radio 6579. Hit the sub button for BTW Born to Wrestle 3. And check everybody out here and on Instagram and elsewhere. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all music and wrestling matters. And I'm here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time today with the guy that sometimes calls himself the Flag Boy, and some other times he calls himself the Devil Child. That is none other than Connor Schaefer, the stepson of Rad Dad Radley Belmont. Yes, it's possible, but I'll leave that at 9:30. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.